Master Sword is the most powerful weapon in the entire franchise, and it is the one and only weapon that we all strive to go and get in every single iteration of the franchise, of the games, of the IP, of Zelda. Every single Zelda game that we play, we always want to get that beautiful, amazing, and gorgeous weapon. What is up, you damn gorgeous and beautiful gamers? Welcome back to RPJames. This is Mariel Kona. In the internet, where I like to discuss about RPGs. If you like the content, like it, never super appreciated. No, I told you today you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You are indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. That being said, there are two possible ways that you can do to get the weapon, to get the Master Sword. The legal way, and the tricky one, the creative one. Let me tell you that to get the weapon, you do have to follow the storyline. There's not going to be any kind of spoilers in here in this video. I am not going to show you anything story related, but I do want to tell you that you have to follow a questline for you to get the sword. And that questline is the Dragon's Tears. As you can see, I have already unlocked all of the Dragon's Tears. But do have in mind that this is not a necessary step. I've done this in a different playthrough. You do not need to get these things to actually get the Master Sword. This is just, it's going to make it easier and not. Let me explain. Let's go first through the tiers, the locations. And the very first tier that you're going to find and where you're going to start the quest, it's going to be right here. Right now, I'm going to shut up a little bit to show you every single location of the tiers that you need to get if you want to do it by the legal way. So that being said, I'll see you guys in a bit. Enjoy. And those are basically all of the locations that you need to visit to get the actual thing working. This is basically how you're going to get the next portion of the questline. What is going to happen now is that there's going to be a very certain specific dragon that is going to emerge from this place right here, from the East Akala Plains. It's going to leave the final tier right here. That tier is not necessary. You do not need to go and pick this thing up to continue with the questline. And as a matter of fact, the only thing that is going to happen is that as soon as you get this thing right here, emerging from this place. So now we're going to use this tower, which then again, It's very simple. The tower is going to be the Akala Tower, which is going to be right here on the Akala Highlands. This is the tower, the Ulri Mountain Skyview Tower, and the dragon is going to emerge from here. I'm using this as a reference, but the dragon is really going to be coming very, very low, and you have to look for him. He's going to be around here, and it's going to be the light dragon. One thing that you can do if you do not have enough stamina is to rest into this island, but let me tell you, it really is not that difficult to get on top of the dragon, especially because the dragon is barely coming outside from it, and it's going to be flying very, very, very low. That is what this main quest line is going to do, that the dragon is going to fly very, very low. That is the only difference to the opposite way to do it. Anyways, once you've got to this point, you are going to need to visit at least 24 shrines to get the amount of stamina that I have. Because opposite to the previous game, you do not need hearts to get the Master Sword in this game. You need stamina. You need stamina, and this is going to be the amount of stamina that you're going to need. I do believe that it is just with 20 shrines, but you did use 4 shrines, the 4 shrines of the starting location to get the extra heart. But this is the amount of stamina that you are going to need. This is exact amount of stamina that you're going to need, which is going to be equivalent to 5 stamina vessels. 5 stamina vessels is what you're going to need to have. And basically you get on top of the dragon. The sword is going to be on the forehead of the dragon, and that is basically everything that you have to do. Now, why is it so different? Why can I not just go around and explore and find the dragon like I find the regular dragons? Because on regular exploration, that thing, it's sky high. It's even higher. It's just surfing the sky higher than the rest of the locations, than the rest of the dragons. So what you're going to want to do if you want to skip all of the tiers is that you are going to need certain very specific things. Like, for example, it is doable, it is possible. That dragon, the sky dragon, is usually going to be roaming around this area. So if you're exploring the sky islands, as you can see right here, just be on the lookout. The dragon is going to be somewhere. There is no exact location. It's just going to appear randomly out of one of those holes, at least to my understanding. And what you are going to want to have is this thing right here, the flame emitter. The flame emitter, you can get it from this device dispenser that you get by jumping from the Rospro Pass Skyview Tower. You're also going to need to head over to Kakariko because this is where you get the balloons. The balloons, you see my point now. You're going to use the balloons and the flame dispenser to, once you're in the sky, because like I mentioned before, even while being on the sky, it is just not going to be enough. Like I mentioned, it's just not going to be enough. So what you're going to want to do is find a platform that you can place your balloon upon and then go as high as possible. That is the only way that you're going to be able to reach that dragon. Is it possible? Yes, I've done it in a different playthrough. It is going to save you some time. You do not need to go gather all of the tiers. This is basically everything that you need to do. And now, all that remains is that which way do you want to do it? How do you want to get the Master Sword? It is entirely up to you. If you're lucky enough to spot the dragon flying in the sky and you do not want to go through to take all of the tiers, be my guest. You're most definitely welcome to do so. But if you want to do the questline, learn about the story, and so on and so forth, then that is what you want to do. Collect the tiers that I have showed you how to get. If you like the content, like it, really super appreciated. No, I told you today you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You're indeed gorgeous and beautiful, beautiful person. I will be seeing you goddamn gorgeous and beautiful people in the next one. Subscribe to the channel, like the video before you close the door, and goodbye.